wouldn't say I'm at my best yet. You know, obviously I'm still dealing with an injury, so hopefully it gets better and better. But still got a bit to go. I know what I can offer when I'm fully fit, so hopefully I'll get there soon.
We're very used now to seeing fullbacks playing inverted midfield positions. Pep started doing that a long time ago.
Never with two.
No, exactly. You've got Reece James and Malo Gusto in there.
Yeah, no, they are both good players, and when they are good players, for me, they can play in any position.
And he took his goal very well as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he took the chance, the assist for goal, the first goal. So very happy for Malo.
Well, he was smiling with Steve there, but then Maresca went into his press conference and said this.
The last 48 hours has been the worst 48 hours since I joined the club, because many people didn't support us.
What do you mean in terms of the not people supporting you in the last 48 hours?
Worst 48 hours since I joined the club, because people didn't support me and the team.
People
in general.
Peter?
Do you mean fans or?
I love the fans, and we are very happy with the fans.
Right, we'll get on to that. Excuse me, in just a moment. But that was
you.
I know, yeah, go on, come on, all emotional. What did you? It was a big win for Chelsea. That
it was a huge win after recent results. Not winning 3, a little bit of discontent around for some reason, because I think there's lots of positives for Chelsea at the moment, and there has been a few hiccups. But yeah, a big result, and. The star of the show was probably not someone we'd have predicted in Gusto. What an amazing performance. Now, we've seen him play occasionally in midfield, normally a right-back, and then drifting into these positions. I mean, this is a wonderful pass. Palmer dictating where he wants. Great to see him back for anybody that loves watching football. And it's perfect pace, good vision. We've talked about Reece James many times, and how wonderful he is in terms of his technical ability and passing range. But Gusto's got a lot of that too. They're actually blessed with 2 players who can both play right-back and both play midfield. I mean, he's hitting diagonals with his left foot there from the middle of the pitch. Incredible array of passes he's capable of. And then, of course, when he is in his more orthodox full-back position, he's willing to get forward with the ball, travel with the ball, and then, more importantly, not admire his pass and get into dangerous areas. We see him in dangerous areas very often every time we watch Chelsea play. And again, talk about weak foot finish. Terrific. So he's got a bit of a problem, really, the manager, in James and him. Do they swap, or do they just let them freely swap when they play and work it out, which is fine from 2 intelligent players? Getting in front of Grealish there, and again making the right pass, releasing João Pedro to nearly get them another goal. So yeah, really
but that's
impressive.
great options to have, isn't it?
Great options.
Very good.
And the great thing as well is he can defend. One-on-one, he's decent with his defensive work.
So he then goes into that press conference, Maresca. So he says, in the last 48 hours, many people don't support us. He was pushed about whether he meant the fans. He said, no, I don't have a problem with the fans. They mentioned the media. Can't believe he's really that bothered what the media say or don't say about him. That has to be directed internally, doesn't it?
He wants us and others to talk about that. We wouldn't have mentioned this at all if he hadn't
Well,
mentioned
it wouldn't have even crossed our radar.
There's no doubt about that. He's directing that at the board or the owners. And my guess is that he doesn't feel as if he's getting the protection after a defeat like they had in midweek, and obviously that hurts him. But Chelsea's a very different football club now to what it was 20, 15 years ago in terms of who they buy, the players they want to develop, young players. And it is difficult to compete with the very best when you're doing that, because it does take time to bed younger players in and develop them. But in the big picture with Chelsea, I think he's doing a good job.
Well, the big picture, when you look at what the points are that they have gained under him, you know, he bet that's 13 behind Liverpool. You know, only Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City ahead of them. Do you think he's saying, well, you know, bearing in mind what this business model is, young players, and we sign them on long-term contracts, but maybe slightly lower wages, and then we try and sell them on for a profit, some of them. What more do you expect me to do? Do you think that's what he's saying?
Yeah, I do, more or less, and I agree with that. But he's got to be careful. I think you have to realise the owners you're working for and the club you're working for. He's been given an amazing opportunity to manage a massive football club after only managing Leicester. So did he expect to gain control because he won the Conference League? You know, let's put it in perspective. He's got to be careful. If he starts talking...
He also won the Club World Cup. Well, yeah, but you can pull that face. But they beat Paris Saint-Germain in the final, and it's a tournament that they value.
He's done well. There's no doubt. I'm not doubting he hasn't done well. What I'm saying is that football is ruthless, and these are multi-billionaire owners, and if they feel that their manager's talking directly to them through the press, it's not going to end well for him. He's got a wonderful opportunity to have success with Chelsea. Maybe just pick your moments to be quiet.
OK.
That works. It's TV.
The big thing is, as we said, if he hadn't have gone into his press conference and brought this up, none of this would have been mentioned. So he clearly wants.
Do you think he gets the least credit out of? You know, when we showed that list there. So Arteta and Slot and Guardiola and even Emery and Howe. Do you think he gets less credit than those?
But I think Danny's right in what he says in terms of he's come from Leicester, now he's at Chelsea. So, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't see an issue with that.
Liverpool are happy to see Salah back in the fold, and I'm sure Chelsea are really happy to see Palmer in the fold because he's been out for a while. He's been back in and around it, came off the bench, he played a couple of games, but this is him at his best, making a lovely timed run, opening his body out as if he's about to knock it into the far corner, and gives the goalkeeper the eyes and just whips it into that near post. 1-0 Chelsea, and that's setting them on the way.
Yeah, he's just such an important player, isn't he? And then Gusto doubled the lead. Yeah, done really well, didn't he, on the afternoon? Got one assist and then obviously manages to get himself into the box here. Cantor's in there, you can see him just entering in there, and perfect timed run. Meets that ball, gets good purchase on it and just sneaks it in of Pickford's near post. And from this point on, I mean, Chelsea were pretty much in control of the tie. I think when you get a look at it from Pickford's point of view, getting beaten twice at your near post, not nice for a goalkeeper. Yeah, after no wins in four, Chelsea back to winning ways. Right, we're going to take a break, after which